good morning to one and all. I am Purna Prakash, Assistant Professor of AI and DES in Akshaya College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore. Now I am going to teach about legal, ethical and professional issues in information security. Introduction. You must understand scope of an organization, legal and ethical responsibilities. To minimize liabilities, reduce risk, information security practices must understand current legal environment, stay current with the law and regulation, watch for new stages. Morals are values that we are attributes to a system of belief that helps the individual define right versus wrong, good versus bad. Values can be categorized into three areas: moral, pragmatic, and aesthetic. Moral consists of fairness, truth, justice, love, and happiness. Pragmatic consists of efficiency, thrift, health, variety, patience, and aesthetic consists of attractive, soft, cold, and square. Ethics is the study of what we understand to be good and right behavior and how people make those judgments. Work ethics is a set of value based on the moral virtues of hard work and diligence. It is also a belief in moral benefits of work and its ability to enhance character. Ethics are a set of moral value an individual establishes for one's self and your own personal behavior. Laws are structured, rules utilized to govern all society. Now I am going to tell about what is ethics. Ethics are moral standards that help guide behavior action and choices. Ethics are grounded in the notion of responsibility and accountability. Ethics can be viewed from two angles: normative and prescriptive. First, ethics refers to well-based standard or right and wrong that prescribes what humans thought to do, usually in terms of right obligations, benefits to the society, fairness, and specific virtues. Ethics, for example, refers to those standards that impose the reasonable obligation to refrain from rape, stealing, murder, assault, and fraud. Ethical standards also include those that enjoin virtues of honesty, compassion, and loyalty. It is also include standards relating to rights such as the right to life, the right to freedom from injury, the right to choose, the right to privacy, and the right to freedom of speech and expression. Such standards are adequate standards of ethics because they are supported by consistent and well-founded reasons. Now I am going to tell about laws and ethics in security. Laws, rules they mandated or prohibit certain societal behavior. Ethics define socially acceptable behavior, cultural morals, fixed moral attitudes or custom of a particular group's ethics based on this. Laws carry sanction of a governing authority. Ethics do not. Organization liability and need of counsel. Liability, legal obligation of an entity that extends beyond criminal or contract law, include obligation to make restitution or compensate for wrongs committed by an organization or its employees. Organization liability and need of counsel. Duker must ensure that every employee knows what is acceptable or unacceptable behavior, consequences of illegal or unethical actions due to diligence, require the organization to make a valid effort to protect other continually maintain this level of effort. Long arm jurisdiction to draw an accused individual into its court system from around the world or across the country. Types of laws: civil, criminal, private, public. Some laws relevant to US in general: Computer Fraud and Abuse Act of 1986 known as CFA Act, National Information Infrastructure Protection Act, it introduced in year 1996. USA Patriot Act of 2001, Telecommunication Deregulation and Competition Act of 1996. Communications Decency Act of 1996 referred as CDA. Computer Security Act of 1987. Now I am going to tell about what is privacy. One of the hottest topic in information security is a privacy. It is a state of being free from unsaturated institution. Ability to aggregate data from multiple sources allows creation of information database previously unheard of. Exporting and Espionage Laws. Economic Espionage Act of 1996 known as EEA, Security and Freedom Through Encryption Act introduced in 1999 is known as SAFE. US Copyright Law. Intellectual property is recognized as a protected asset in the US. Copyright law extends to electronic format with proper acknowledgement permissible to include portions of others' work as reference. As long as proper acknowledgement is provided to the original author, it is entirely permissible. Freedom of Information Act of 1966 FOIA allow access to federal agencies, records or information not determined to be matter of national security. US government agencies required to disclose any requested information upon receipts of written request. Some information protected from disclosure. State and logical regulation. Restrictions on organizational computer technology use exist at international, national and state local level. Information security professional responsible for understanding state regulation and ensuring organization is complement with regulations. International laws and legal bodies. European Council Cybercrime Convention established international task force overseeing internet security function or standardized international technology laws. Attempt to improve efficiencies and international investigation into breaches of technology law. Well received by intellectual property rights advocates due to emphasis on copyright prosecution, lacks of realistic provision for enforcement. International laws and legal bodies. Few international laws relating to privacy and information security. European Council Cybercrime Convention 2001 creates an international task force improve efficiencies of international investigation, emphasis on copyright prosecution, lack of realistic provision for enforcement. WTO Agreement on Intellectual Property Rights, Intellectual Property Rules for the Multilateral Trade System, Digital Millennium Copyright Act, US contribution to international effort to reduce impact of copyright, trademark and privacy infringement. Policy versus law. Most organizations develop and formalize a body exceptions called policies. Policies serve as organization laws to be enforceable policy, disseminate, reviewed, comprehend and compliance. Ethics and information security. There are several ethics and information securities are there. From the Computer Ethics Institute that shall not use a computer harm to other people, those should not interfere with other people's computer work, they should not snoop around in other people's computer files, etc. Those should not is known as you shall. Ethical difference across culture. Cultural differences create difficulty in determining what is and not ethical. Difficulties arises when one nationality ethical behavior conflict with ethics of another national group. Example, many of ways in which Asian culture use computer technology is software privacy. Ethics and education. Overriding factor in leveling ethical perception with a small population in education. Employee must be trained in expected behavior of an ethical employee, especially in areas of information security. Proper ethical training vital to creating informed, well prepared and low risk system user. Deterrence to unethical and illegal behavior. Deterrence, best method for preventing an illegal or unethical activity. Example, laws, policies, technical control. Laws and policies only deter if three conditions are present: fear of penalty, probability of being caught, probability of penalty being administered. Codes of ethics and professional organization. Several professional organizations have established codes of conduct ethics. Codes of ethics can have positive effect. Unfortunately, many employees do not encourage joining of this professional organization. Responsibilities of security professional to act ethically and according to policies of employee, professional organization and laws of society. Major IT professional organization and ethics. Association for Computing Machinery (ACM) promotes education and provide discounts for students. Educational and Scientific Computing Society. Information Systems Audit and Control Association focus on auditing, control and security. Information Systems Security Association. Information exchange and educational development for information security practitionering. U.S. federal agencies. Department of Homeland Security, Federal Bureau Investigation, National Infrastructure Protection Center, National Security Agencies, U.S. Secret Service. Summary. Many organizations have codes of conduct and are codes of ethics. Organization increases liability if it refuses to take measure known as due care. Due diligence require that organization make valid effort to protect other, continually maintain the effort. Now I am going to tell about advantages and disadvantages of legal issues. Ensure compliance with regulation, avoiding penalties and legal repressions. Disadvantages. Complexity of navigating different judicial laws, especially in cross-border cases, can slow down investigation due to bureaucratic or legal process. Ethical issues advantages. Build strong among stakeholders by upholding moral students. Promote transparency and accountability in investigation. Ethical issues disadvantages. Ethical dilemma can arise such as balancing privacy rights with investigation needs. Differing ethical standards may lead to conflict in global investigation. Professional issues advantages. Enhance the reputation and reliability of the investigation or organization. Encourage use of best practices and industry standard. Professional issues disadvantages. Maintaining high professional standards require continuous training and resources. Protect on conflict between organization, objective and professional integrity. Some real-time examples of legal issues. Adhering on GDPR while investing data breach in the EU. For example, real scenario, ensuring collected evidence is admissible in court under digital forensics laws. Thank you to one and all.